Long-tail keywords usually have lower search volume but higher conversion rates, meaning they have less competition and still can boost your sales. In this video, you will learn how to use DataDive tool to identify these valuable long-tail keywords and effectively optimize your product listings. If you want to try DataDive for yourself, you will find the link and a special offer below in the description.
Choosing long-tail keywords for Amazon can significantly boost your search traffic and increase sales. Here's a short guide on how to do it. Long-tail keywords are specific niche phrases that potentially customers are likely to use when they are closer to making a purchase. These keywords typically have lower search volume but higher conversion rates compared to broad keywords. When you start typing a keyword related to your product, and take note of the autocomplete suggestions, and these suggestions are actual search queries used by Amazon shoppers, making them valuable long-tail keywords. And part of keyword research is to analyze competitors. Look at the keywords your competitors are using in their product titles, description, and back-end search terms. Reliable keyword research tools like DataDive can help you extract and analyze these data to help increase traffic and increase your sales. Utilizing keyword research tools specifically designed for Amazon, such as DataDive, can help you find those high-converting long-tail keywords by showing search volumes, trends, and competitive analysis. You must always focus on or choose keywords that indicate a strong buyer intent. For example, instead of using a generic keyword like baby carrier sling, you can focus on a much longer long-tail keyword, which is a ring sling baby carrier newborn. So it is more specific and it really shows how the current customers intend to buy a specific product. Once you've identified your long-tail keywords, incorporate them naturally into your product title, bullet points, and description, and back-end search terms if you can, and this will improve your product's visibility and ranking on Amazon. Once you have done that, the key to maintaining a higher ranking on your chosen long-tail keywords, you should continuously monitor the performance of your keywords using Amazon's analytic tools. Adjust your strategy based on what's driving traffic and conversions. By carefully selecting and strategically using long-tail keywords, you can attract more targeted traffic to your Amazon listings, leading to higher conversion rates and increased sales. Now, I'm going to show you just how to do that, starting by typing your hero keyword. So we're going to use the DataDive tool in using this keyword research, and we will start a dive here in the Amazon search box. So I type the hero keyword baby earmuffs. Then the dive session, you can add the ASIN tray using the top competitors in the page 1, but be careful not to include the sponsored products because we would like to find those organic keywords from listings that are not driven by PPC campaigns. You can either add this one like this in a tray, or another way to do it is to click this extension tool here from DataDive, and then you will just click dive box here. Then you will have an overview of the competitors, the top competitors in the top of search page. So right now we have 48. So what I can do is to filter. Either I want to be choosing the above 25 selling price, or I will base it to the competitors that are gaining a lot of sales. So I can just add here, add to tray for DataDive to extract all of the keywords that these top competitors are currently using. That gives me an insider advantage on what is their keyword strategy. Ideally, to get the best keywords that are driving sales to your competitors, you may select up to 15 ASINs. So you just toggle this here, and then you'll be able to select your 15 competitors. Then I'm adding all of this. Then I can rename this dive into baby earmuff. But if you are in the process of discovering those long-tail keywords, you will have to look outside of the box. By that, I mean check also the subcategories that is still relevant to the product you're trying to do a keyword research on. Then you can add those ASINs in your ASIN tray. Once you are done, you can rename the niche dive according to your naming convention. Organize your naming system so you will be able to quickly refer back which dive you have found those relevant keywords. Once DataDive is able to process and extract those keywords, it will automatically collect that in a master keyword list. We have a separate video tackling about how to do keyword research on DataDive and which keywords to prioritize, which we give tips on how to process keywords in your MKL. You can check that video out in the description of this video down below. Now, just a quick recap. The master keyword list has color coding system, wherein red means high relevancy and high competition keywords, while orange to yellow means medium competition, and green means they are low competition keywords. And if that case, if this is your product, for example, these keyword phrases that are color-coded green here are areas for improvement, meaning you can do something about getting indexed and getting ranked higher to get into the top 1 so that you will be able to outrank or be at par with your competitors. You can select your best keywords if you haven't cleaned your keyword list. You start by taking out the brand names, which you can do by clicking on the blue letter B here, which means brand name identity, and it will quickly screen and identify those keywords that include the brand name in the keyword phrase. So here we have 22 keywords that contain brand names. So it quickly selects all of those and it will exclude from your keywords. It went down to 230 right now. Another thing to do is to continue cleaning up the list by typing in specific keywords that are irrelevant to your product. For example, another way to exclude, and in that case, a much faster way, is, for example, the keyword earplugs, because we are mainly selling ear muffs or headphones for babies, so we don't necessarily cater to earplugs. So right now we can see here that there's a keyword phrase that contains earplugs, then that could be excluded as well. So once you're able to exclude that phrase, so continue doing that until you refine your main keywords to lower than 150. There's a new feature in DataDive wherein what I like about is when I want to exclude some keyword phrases that includes protection in them, it's either I can exclude them in exact form or in phrase form. So that really helps you in a way to exclude those keywords faster or even selectively. So now that we have refined our master keyword list, the main focus should always be indexing on these keywords, the ones that are the relevancy is 100, and rank up to the top 45, which is the page 1. So the next project would be to look into the outlier keywords. Outlier keywords have high search volumes and relevance, but are used only by few competitors in the niche. So as you can see, we still have very good search volumes coming from these keyword phrases with a relevancy of 27%. Those are called low-hanging fruit keywords that is still relevant to the product that you are trying to offer, but has fewer competition. See, as you can see here, there's a lot of competitors that are not even ranking to the first page of this keyword phrase. So that is the opportunity right now. So you can select these keywords to be strategically added to your keyword listings. Go ahead and get ranked higher in order to attract more sales, because these have very significant search volume as well. And it will really add up to the sales, because as you can see here, this seller is ranking 98% of the total keywords that is included in this master list. And for the search volume, out of the 533,802, the attributed search volume is most of it are coming from the outlier search volume keywords. So that is why this competitor is very strong, because they have optimized their outlier keywords and was able to rank upon them. So again, if you're done indexing the top keywords from your master keyword list, the next strategy right now is to get those long tail keywords coming from the outliers here, which has high relevancy and median or medium search volume. Another good thing about this is that we can also find those long tail keywords that are coming from the residue. A perfect way to check on those keywords that have less than 450 search volume at minimum, but has high relevancy to your product. This is another opportunity that your competitors often mislook. So as we can see here, kids soundproof headphones, which has 2,736 search volume with 27% of keyword relevancy. And looking at the competitors, they haven't, like, for about 4 out of the 15 competitors have ranked on the top 45. So there's still plenty of time to be able to catch up to that and grab the opportunity to get indexed in this keyword phrase. Another one that packs a very good search volume, which is a long tail, and very specific, headphones for toddlers 1 to 3. This indicates the age of the toddlers, with a relevancy of 27%. So there's a lot of residue keywords here, which you can really bank upon on, because looking at your top competitors, they haven't been able to optimize here as well. For example, these sound canceling headphones for kids, which only 2 out of the 15 competitors have been able to optimize and get indexed. Infant head protector. This, you can check this one if the results really produce the products. So this one isn't necessarily relevant to the product that you are trying to offer. So what I can do here is to simply exclude this in exact form. So that's it. So anything that I will find in the long run while I'm doing my keyword research that is not relevant to the product and does not really much have the results in the top of the search page, then I will be removing that to my master keyword list. So moving on, there's still a lot of residue keyword here. So we can see that the Airplane Travel Essentials Baby, which has a search volume of 894, it has a relevancy of 27%, and only about 4 out of 15 of my competitors have ranked up to the top 45 of this keyword base. For example, this is my product. And as you can see here, that it has only a blank. There are no numbers. This is only blank. That means that I am not even ranking or even indexed on this keyword phrase. So this is another opportunity for me to include that in my listing and get indexed. Another one here that I can see is earmuffs for noise reduction sleeping thing that I can check. Very easy. I don't have to type it anymore on the search tab of Amazon. It was already presented to me by DataDive, and the only way for me to check is if I can see some earmuffs here. So I can see that 1, 2, 3. So about 3 of my competitors are showing in this keyword phrase. So it's really up to you if you want to include this in your long tail keywords, or if I were you, you would be adding this to another separate campaign to test out what are the effects of including this in your listing and if it does perform really well. But if it's not, then it would be a good way to check if you are able to gain sales from that, or it is better not to pursue this anymore. So here, from residue and outliers, you can really check out a lot of long-tail keywords that, looking at the competitors, mostly of them haven't been able to get indexed from. Down from the noise cancelling headphones to baby airplane travel essentials, infant travel essentials. So these are still relevant keywords that your target audience would most likely be able to check in other categories. And if this is being shown on the results page, then you will be able to get a sale and be visible to the right target audience. Again, this another one I saw here is this earmuffs noise cancelling. It has a 3,177 search volume with a relevancy of 20%. But wait, I am not done. The next important thing is to also look at the roots section. So DataDive really made this easy for us, because the roots section, you'll be able to analyze the traffic distribution across the group of keywords from the root itself. Roots are repeated words and phrases found in the master keyword list. So from the root here, baby, let me toggle this. You can see that it's going to be attributed to a total of 133 keyword phrases. So it's the frequency it has been used for 133 phrases here. So once you are able to include that in your listing, then you will get attributed automatically with these keywords. So for the roots tab, we have the ability to determine the priority of including specific keyword roots for optimizing listings, including those long tail keywords. Keyword roots are shown in their normalized form. free from their plurals. So example, this one, baby, noise, muff, ear muff. And singular keyword roots are displayed with no color. For example, this one. And lighter green displays 2 to 3 keywords. The darker green represents 4 keyword roots, like this one. When you toggle baby ear muff, you'll be able to see 6 filtered phrases coming from this keyword root alone and the corresponding search volume of the collective keyword phrase here or keyword phrase group here. You may now determine which of these variation of keywords you still haven't added in your product listing optimization and if it does have the right amount of search volume pool to be added to your optimization process. Like, for example, you haven't added the plural form and the other ones here. If it was me, I will not entirely discard this low search volume long tail keywords. I would, however, do some A/B testing wherein I can include this in my backend search terms and see if we can get index on this and we can have some conversion coming from this. This is another type of PPC strategy wherein you'll be able to test your keywords and monitor its performance, whether it's in the lower search volume group or the median or the high search volume group of long tail keywords. We continue doing this process of each normalized route until such time we have gathered new set of relevant keywords. And that is how you're able to capitalize on those marginalized keywords conveniently collected and processed by DataDive. DataDive really makes it easier to make database decisions based on sales-driving keywords such as search volume and relevancy. So if you haven't tried DataDive yet, don't miss the opportunity to add this valuable keyword research tool for your business today. Maximize your savings by using our coupon code that's OrangeClick to get 20% off discount for monthly subscription plan. Streamline and outrank your competitors by keyword research simplified by DataDive. Let us know in the comments if you have found our content helpful by typing interesting. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to OrangeClick channel. Stay up to date to the next DataDive tools and new features and other helpful Amazon Seller Insider tips in the future. Again, this is Nikki from OrangeClick. Thanks for watching.
I hope this video will help you to find long tail keywords to drive more sales to your Amazon product listing. And if you want to use DataDive for keyword research, sign up here. You will find the link below in the description. Also a 20% offer for your monthly plan for 2 years. Also, if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to click like and subscribe. If you have additional questions about DataDive, leave them in the comments section below. And now I recommend you to check this playlist with more tutorials on how to use DataDive for listing optimization, product validation, keyword research, and much more. So check this out.